Or mowing. Yeah, how's it going, everyone? Welcome in. Hanging out on the farm doing some mowing contracts. We did get all our corn planted. How's it going, bud? Welcome in. Welcome. How are you today? How's it going? Get anything done today? Work was still pretty wet. Guys did get some holes popped down, but still pretty wet out on the good old wind farm that I'm working at. Hopefully tomorrow we'll make some progress. Ad break, sorry. The first ad break comes pretty quick. It's something. Nice. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of mowing. We got 5 or 6 mowing contracts, so we're just take care of those quick. Make some money since we only got 16,000. We have some funds to finish out our planting on soybeans. And we could just kind of on the internet. Not working that hard. Yeah, we borrowed this mower and tractor from one of the contracts. Borrow for one and mow them all. What I say. I just borrowed this from one of the contracts, Farmer Brown. Picked one and I'm going to use it all for all the contracts. I don't know why she's... You shouldn't be stuttering this bad. Ow. Very annoying that it's struggling this bad. Shouldn't be struggling. Might have to drop her down to 720. Quality's not so good, I guess. Borrowed. Yep, always borrowing. Didn't you lease it? But when you can get this for $720 on their contract and do like 3 contracts, it works out. In this case, I'm going to do all 5. What have you been up to, Farmer Brown? Working? Busy working? Farming? It's working. I like the tractor. The only reason I got it because it's going to be bigger than our mower.
And his name is John C.
Thank you for the follow. I gotta see who it is. Thank you for the follow. Should have popped up, but it didn't. I was gonna go ahead and change them. I don't know. Don't have time to change them, so we're just gonna run with it. But that actually scared me. That caught me off guard a little bit. I kind of jumped a little bit. If the camera was on, you would have saw me jump. If you go into your mod tools, into the mod tools, you should be able to see who followed. You hit your little sword in the bottom right. If I remember right, if it's bottom right, you should be able to see. No, you won't be able to do that. Or you could do that, but you have to actually click on their name to ban them. So, but if you go into your mod tools, you'll be able to see all the activity that goes on, and it'll show who followed or who subscribed or. yeah, this is a nice, good-looking rig. I like it. Oh, no accidental banning. I think we'll keep that off the table for tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. You're doing something with channel points. I don't know what you're doing there, but you're doing something with it. Doing a predict. What are we predicting on? Might as well play around with it. There's nothing that you can really break. Prediction up saying, am I going to complete these 5 contracts by the end of the night? I don't know about that. Yeah, play around with it. Like I'm going to be a full-time streamer anyway, but we are getting a little bit of progress on the good old YouTube channel though. We got like 4 or 5 subscribers in the last couple days. Lots of views on the videos. I don't know what the watch time is, but ideally would like to get to 500 subscribers on that and get the 3,000 watch hours in. That would be awesome. It's a lot of videos, a lot of people watching. We can try for it. Is that your combine that you're working on there, Drew? New? Perfect. Mowing down this grass quick. Oh, oversteered on that. Yeah, that's maybe where I'm getting the traction from. I was kind of curious where we're getting the watch hours and that from, but that's good. Appreciate it. And also, Mike, 187, thank you for the follow. It was greatly appreciated. or correct it a little bit. But yeah, guys, we do have all the corn in. Just gotta wait till May now to do soybeans. Work on contracts today, and if I run out, I guess we can do beans in a couple days. I know you guys are busy, but I have some free time to play on the server. Oh, you're working on your map? What map are you working on? That's alright. I don't mind. I know those guys are busy working on things. This is just up to have a little fun, or where the guys want to come together and play a couple hours now and then. That's the purpose of it. Guys get tired of playing alone, you want to have some shenanigans on the farm, this is where to come and do that. Okay, you are still working on Daniel? Perfect. I know we were messing around with it a few months back. Is that still the same area you're working on, or are you redo it a couple times, or what? I know you were messing around with it. I helped out a little bit, not very much. Didn't know if you sticked with that or you started over. I see. Yeah, if you gotta make it out of no man's land so consoles can join, and that's what you gotta do. I don't think it would take much to convert it over from no man's to a private one if you really wanted to. There's not much time left on 22 as it is. The only thing about this thing more drives me crazy. When she jackknifes, and I can't correct it. I don't know why I lagged into the good old tree, but I did. Good old Starlink is not as great as it says, but I guess it's better than what I have. I am streaming in 1080p. Other time I was streaming in 720, so I guess it's a little better, but I wish it should be a lot better. I don't know. Not too happy with it, but it is what it is. It's not lag all the time. I hope not on your guys' side. Sometimes it pulls down the server for me, that's for sure. Is it an easy fix for to adjust the border if it's a console map? What the fuck? Yeah, that's what I was thinking it would be. Come on, internet, fix yourself. Fuck. Look at this fucking bad. Jesus Christ. I don't think so. You should be fine if you join me. Go ahead. I streamed with Eric yesterday, that other day, so I don't think that the server is based out of New York. I think it's I think this one's out of New York. So it's just my connection to the New York server. It shouldn't change your guys. You guys shouldn't change the load for me at all. It is. It's just that Starlink is a wireless, not a hardline internet, and it breaks in and out like this. It's totally my connection, not your guys' connection. It's just funny how it says, "Oh, I got 100 megabytes per second download," but it can't even handle server. I know, understandably, I'm doing download and upload, but the streaming requires upload speed. If I had the true 100 megabytes per second download, my internet shouldn't be lagging in here. I got 50 ms. Oh well, we'll just deal with it. One day I might be stay at home, working from home, where I could have good internet, not have to work on the road in a camper, and try to stream a little bit. That's down the road. Alright, I'll be here. I'm gonna do they gotta be careful because some of this has to be hay and some of this has to go to silage. Yep, living in a van, a camper down by the river. With how much it's been raining, there is a little bit of a river right next to me, so you ain't wrong. For every 5 minutes of good connection I get 2 minutes of bad. Yeah, break. Alright, let's see here. I'll have to go over and do those two later. Let's see. Silage. A. So 31, 32 need to be kettered. Alright, good old ads are done. Welcome back, everyone who had to watch the ads. Alright, so 31, 32 need to be tettered and dried. You can make hay bales. And the other field just needs to be baled and silaged. I'm down to 16K because of my loan. I don't know. I think we bought a couple vehicles yesterday too, or something. We're low in the money department. That's for sure. Here. Oh God. Weird that OBS says it was fine. Nothing wrong on the OBS side, but Farm Sim is having trouble. It's weird. It's weird. Nice. Spicy pickled green beans. I'm not much fan of the green food group, but did try snap peas one time and they seem to be alright. What kind of is it? Just like olive? What kind of spice is it? Like Buffalo Wild Wings and be like, oh, I want the blazing spicy green beans. Yeah, he must be in must be deep in his combine build. Alright, Eric, we'll be here. I will see if joining a voice would be good for me or not. I don't know if I will or not. We'll see. I'll try. Oh, 2 people joined. Farmer Brown and Eric joined at the same time. Yeah, there are no B-dubs near me, so I don't get to go to B-dubs very often unless I go to like Houston or Lake Jackson. I think has B-dubs. Their bonus swings are really falling off the table though. Not as good as they once were. Yeah, it said you joined. Farmer Brown, join. Don't know if you're actually in game, but it says you Oh, never mind. Said you joined, but you're not here. That's weird. Said you joined, but it also didn't say you left either, so something happened. Uh-oh. I don't know if between you and Eric coming at the same time caused an issue or what. I have to just try again. Are you trying to play Farm Sim this weekend? Alright, let's pull up Discord. Am I still going straight? I hope I am. Tell my kids all the time not to throw the controllers, or someone drew on my PS5 with a crayon. I don't know who did that. Now it said someone joined. Now you says now you joined, but it didn't say you joined. That's weird. Now you're actually in game, but it actually doesn't say that you joined. What? I don't wonder why that's being weird for you. I need to disconnect? Yeah, at least it shows you in game, but you need to do a server restart? That's the first time I had that problem. Yeah, I don't know why that's being that way. It's kind of weird. I haven't had no problems being in here, but good as my internet's been running. Huh. Maybe. I don't know if he has his kids. No. Maybe. It was a long 99% pause. I don't know. No worries. We'll be here when you guys are ready to.
Hello, hello?
Evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Wait.
Am I on the stream or just in here?
You should be coming through on stream. Hope that's okay.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, you should be coming. That's what OBS is telling me that you are going through.
Call me a POS?
No, I said that's what OBS is telling me.
Oh,
I don't know why I would call you a piece of shit.
eh. Now I gotta mute the stream now. I'm hearing myself.
No, can confirm now. I hate hearing myself.
I hate hearing myself too. No, I can close this out. Watch it on my phone. Let's see. Still there?
Yep, still here.
Okay. Oh, as the stream, I think I'm muted.
Oh, you get anything done today at work, or not too busy nowadays?
Oh, plenty busy. It's all paperwork, meetings, trainings. Fun stuff. Getting yelled at.
That's nice. Well, we got 15 inches of rain over the course of the whole week, so work was minimal last week.
Will it have hurricane effect or what?
No, it just all these storms were building right off the coast of the Gulf. It just kind of rolled in and dumped on us and went away. It just kept on doing that for 7 days. There's no hurricane or anything. It's just pop-up rain showers, and they wouldn't. Wasn't like it was a couple tenths or that. It was inches at a time.
All right, what do you want me to do?
Well,
What needs to be done?
whatever I have headed right now needs to be raked and baled, and that other grass field that's mowed down just needs to be raked and baled. So, a couple hay bale
They give you
contracts and a couple biogas.
Another tractor? No.
I just been using. I got the one up here that I'm not using no more.
You unhook that?
You can unhook it or reset it. And I got the new hauling up here, and I guess I can pull up another tractor when I get to it. I guess. That the big old tractor is kind of big for a rake. You have to put that on the baler.
Okay.
I don't know. Be done here shortly. Basically, you're making Danville in-game then, basically?
What tractor you want me to use for the rig? Like John Deere? Gonna drive the big boy.
Whatever you think is best. Whatever you want to throw on her.
Get this thing repaired up. She's hurting.
Always hurt.
Always parked back in the shed hurting. There's always another tractor in the way.
What do you think I
Do we ever load that toolbox mod?
Oh, we keep on forgetting. Can get most things, but I can't get the John Deere planter.
Are you recording these and then popping them over to YouTube? I haven't been watching YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay.
Just
Alright.
record
Where
a
do you
little.
need me?
Well, you can either bale or rake, I guess, is kind of what's pressing at the moment. Rake is going to have to go first. So.
I'll rake.
I'm bringing the John Deere down to the shop for you then.
Oh, I was just gonna use this little guy.
Right.
I never use these in game. Where is the rake? Is that
Big
the shop?
ass rake at the shop.
Ah, we never got it.
Yeah, he's still sitting there.
Big boy.
It was cheap. What field do you need me to rake first?
Don't matter. Either the 32 or 33 or 31 or 33. I'm not quite
Alright.
done with 32.
What was that monstrosity?
Massive
Holy
leg
crap.
spike.
That probably a save. I have to move this server out of New York and put it in Dallas. At least I'm closer to it. Did it have an auto picker up at the good old store there, or what did it have for traveling the bales?
It's got the square bale, like the, is it Anderson? No, it's not Anderson. Or Cusin. It's an automatic. Did we lease a Tedder? Or did that come with the package?
That came with the package, but I took ours. You know, I'm looking at the repair on this thing, and it's gone now, so needs repair desperately.
I do see what Fender was talking about. These streets are pretty narrow. Like if there's a car coming, some of the things like you can't get through.
Yeah, they're too narrow, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad a car wasn't coming.
My one complaint to this map is the roads aren't scaled right. It's like the Euro size.
Yeah, but on the flip of that, I've seen them where like the roads are like way too wide for like a 2-lane road. Like your car or truck looks tiny. I think I'd rather have them more narrow like this.
If you're trying to get through town with the combine, they'll work out very well.
Especially if you have the head on.
Yeah.
I don't think you're making it through town with the head on.
I tried to make
Not
it
one
through with
piece.
a foldable core head, I think.
It's been a minute since I've used this rake. This used to be my go-to.
Which one?
The Coon.
Okay.
I went and saw the new Twisters movie yesterday. It was alright.
How's that? Alright, you said?
It was alright, yeah. It won't make up for the original.
All Newt's debating if he should watch it or not.
Oh, when it was $9 at the good old theater, might as well. At least at the theater I was at, it was only $9. So
That seems incredibly cheap.
well, they get you at the drink and popcorn, so still was about $23.
Going to see the movie nude? You stream it. A lot of people do it now.
I think you can watch the new one on Max. I believe.
Like for free, or do you have to rent it off of there? Because we have the.
I think
The
it's if you got the membership, you should be able to watch it.
Oh. I did not know that.
I could be mistaken.
I think I'm gonna do some up downs, then I'll do the headlands at the end. That way we're not running into the bales.
Works for me, I'll follow you.
Good, I will go get a fast tractor. An auto load. Oh, we were just saying that you could probably watch the new Twisters on Max if you got that subscription. Unless you're talking about the old one. I think you can also watch the old one on Max if you got the subscription.
I'm curious to see what Fender is gonna turn Griffin into.
Giant field.
Well, he said something about like terraced fields. So I don't know if he means terrace like contours or like terraced like in actually terraced.
You guys think it's something with the back of the map.
Just curious. Most curious.
Well, it looked like he plowed an outline for that one field to all be together.
See, that's what I thought too, but then he said he had plans for it, so I don't know if he was just outlining where they were going to be and then he would plant it in like terraces or contours.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, is he's making it all field first, and then he's gonna like
Plant it in different
paint in.
things.
Yeah. Do stuff.
That's what I was thinking too. Guess we'll see.
Really into Griffin right now.
Yeah, he's gonna lose Elm Creek, that's for sure.
Well, watching your screenshots, I'm about ready to start playing Elm Creek.
Well, I'm not gonna win it for like the time, like in year games, like the in-game years. Like I'm gonna lose that because I'm not doing contracts. You know, I did it for like the first 2 years, like fertilizing contracts, and now I'm over it.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the winning or not. I'm more just like, I like your map layout.
Kind of wish I hadn't got rid of that tree line in the middle a little bit, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Let's stay that way.
You can always bring trees back later.
Oh, they just cost you so much.
True, I mean, if like you're just setting it up how you want and not doing the challenge.
Well, I'm kind of playing both ways. It's more so me versus me.
No, I think those fields, how you got them set up, are pretty nice.
Yeah, they're actually not bad.
No, where are you guys
And like
posting these pictures at?
in Sims
Sims
Discord.
Discord, where we all post all our stuff, and you never like any of it.
Why do you know you're posting over there?
I tried to tell you one day to just check it out.
Yeah, talking about terraces, there's some spots around here where some people still do, like where the land kind of transitions from like the flat lowlands into the hills, where people still do farm along. They're not contoured fields, they're like legitimately terraced, but not dramatically like some of the maps that I've seen. They're more subtle. But if you go like hiking in different spots where they've let the forest reclaim it, you can tell where they're all over the state, wherever there's hills. There used to be a ton of terraced fields,
I
and
don't
I can
know.
only imagine the work that went into like doing that.
We'll see how much he catches of that, because BS decided to shit the bed, so.
Ah. But I thought about doing some terraces on that part of Elm Creek, where it's got like those wonky fields by the quarry and the corn maze.
Oh yeah.
Like, what else do you do with that besides fill it in with trees? Because like that's ridiculously steep to farm.
Oh, for sure. I've seen people put a vineyard there. That's about it.
That's a good idea. Like maybe like those are those apple trees on the console?
I don't know. I've never done it. The apple trees.
Well, I do know this. I know that if you make the apple cider, it is too overpowered. Like just selling the apples, I feel like would be overpowered. And I think I would do it like roleplay. Like I would only let them produce in like the late summer instead of all year round. Because it seems kind of cheaty to let them produce apples all year. Which
Yeah.
I don't know. They might not produce apples all year. I don't know.
It's like Newt's putting some terraces out on Alma. There's some spots where you could probably make it work pretty good.
Totally. That would actually be pretty cool. I've got a spot on Westby that I put terraces on. Now they're very subtle, but they're legitimately terraced, not contoured. And I did it because I think the farm, based on the satellite images, it looks like, if you go through the older ones, it looks like they were terraced rather than contoured. I was pretty proud of myself. Took a ton of work to make it look good.
Yeah, it definitely takes a little longer than just putting contours in.
How many trips is gonna be?
2.
2?
Their trips.
Well, that's the same thing I say when they ask how many beers I've had.
When I was running that thing, taking the bales back, I made a ton of trips.
Could be quite a few.
I think I even had the New Holland on it too.
You gotta unload them on the edge of the field and then manually load them onto the trailer.
You wanna do that?
Nope.
Yep. My back duals here is not quite the setup for this rig.
I might have taken the duals off when I did that, because somebody kept asking who keeps taking the duals off of this.
Yeah, you didn't really think that one through, did you, Sir?
Nope.
Newt says 5 trips.
Newt is
trips.
a liar. For just this field or all the fields?
We can hold 24, so make a dent in this.
Wait, that one can hold 24?
Or 16, I don't know what it is. It's 24 or 16, one of the two.
I thought one of them was like 14, and I was like, I thought it was pretty low.
Okay, this one is 14. So not loading them correctly either, so don't judge.
The pickup on this baler is a little picky at times.
I was using that baler in Leona because that farm's actually running one. Well, it's running some large cloths. I don't know if it's that exact one, but it's what we had in Farm Sim.
Is this our baler or is this contract baler?
Contract.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Problem is, I don't know if that one will wrap the silage. I'm gonna have to get ours.
Well, you just changed the baler size on that, and then
Did it come with a wrapper, the contract?
I don't think so.
Could have. Or did you? Oh, you didn't take the equipment on the silage ones.
No, I should have did it the other way around.
I see.
I think
We
the
have a
largest we
wrapper?
can- No, I think we leased it last time, right?
Okay.
I thought it was the baler with the wrapper on the back.
No, I don't think square balers do that. No, we don't have any wrappers. I think the largest that the square bales can wrap is 220, right?
Yeah, I'll have to look. I don't think it's the big one.
Jesus Christ. Neck.
Are you still having FPS problems? Like it's like lagging you out?
It's not FPS, it's
He's-
the internet.
He's trying to load bales with duals.
That too.
How many bales you got on that?
14. Good chunk of the bales off that field. 2 trips per bale per field probably.
How many fields were there? 3?
Yeah.
5, you said.
Yeah, there's 5 contracts.
3 active right now.
Oh, that's right. 3 at a time. It might be close to 5 loads. Didn't realize there was a pond back up here.
There's a little beach with the pond too. That's why he has the wet sand texture.
Umbrella? Chairs? Can you sit in the chairs? We put our,
One of our chairs there.
yeah, our chairs up here.
We could put one of them, yeah, that'd be pretty legit.
I got firewood for a fire picnic table with the lantern.
I like that he made it to where the paintable textures that he used in the map, you could actually use them in the game. Like, you could paint them too. I hate when a map
Yeah.
has paintable textures. Like, they painted down colors for, like, driveways, but you can't put that color down. Or that texture down. That's so annoying.
Yeah.
I don't remember what map it was, but I'm pretty sure it was, like, a pretty popular map that people like, and it bugged the crap out of me that I couldn't match my driveway
Doesn't take that much longer. You just gotta load them into the XML.
Yeah.
That's why I was surprised Giants didn't do it on Elm Creek.
Yeah, somebody was saying something about that recently. That they were like annoyed by that.
I
Was
think it was
Larson?
Fender.
Oh, it was him?
I think so.
I know I remember hearing someone recently saying, "Oh my gosh, I just moved that bale," and then it came right back. That they were like bugged out. They were bugged by that you couldn't match the texture on Elm Creek, or that they just saw that they had all these different textures and you couldn't use them.
I crashed too many times on the first load.
Take the duals off.
Yeah. I think I'll go do that quick though.
Put triples on.
Put front dualies too.
I'm taking this bale with me, and this bale. That'll do anything.
Go standard.
The next field,
It's
A
hay.
field.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last one needs wrapped.
At like 98%. Pick up scraps. Let's go to the next field.
Yeah, some reason all the bales went towards 32 contract, so that one's about done.
That happens like every time you have multiple contracts for the same thing. It'll register for the one you don't want it to. So when can we expect your map?
Oh, mine won't be MRG will be releasing maps before me.
That's saying something.
I just have to sit down and work on it, and I don't know right now. I'm in the cusp of waiting. The terrain's all pretty much done how I want. I just need to finish the yards and detail it.
What about your No Man's Land map? I'd be curious to
Well, that
see
one's-
some pictures of that when you get it done.
I got some pictures. I don't think they're on this computer. Or I've been playing it.
I've really thought about doing a No Man's Land thing too, just because it's the ease of a blank slate.
Pretty easy. It's just a little tedious with the landscaping and stuff if you're trying to like match.
Yeah,
Just a lot of in-game landscaping. Because there's so much topography and no
yeah.
man's land around the edges.
Can't
In
you,
my area, it's pretty flat.
Can't you just switch out the DEM quick on that, or does that mess things up?
Yeah, and that would void it for console. But otherwise, you could stuff like that. I know I loaded it the one night my brother came over and I told him I had to show him a game I was playing. And he's like, "Oh, the farm game?" He's like, "Yeah, I play that," and I kind of knew he did already. And I said, "No, you gotta check this map out." And he's like, "Which map's that?" Well, I loaded it, says No Man's Land. And then I started playing it, and he's just like looks at me. He's like, "What the hell is this?" 'Cause I had all the equipment loaded, just like my dad had it at that time when we were kids. It's kind of funny. Like, it's our farm. Pretty darn close. I mean, if I'd have to make a few buildings in Blender, but you can get pretty close replacements in game. You can get even better ones if you use some PC only mods.
Yeah,
I think
feel
it's definitely a lot.
learning how to take out buildings and from other maps and put them into different maps was like one of the best things I ever learned. And Farm Sim. Because I feel like for the dairy barns, there's just not a lot of good dairy barns unless you just take them out of maps.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't have the dairy on the map. There's one dairy I gotta build.
What would you use for it in your No Man's Land?
That's what I was debating on. I haven't looked around too close yet, but back when I was working on it, I didn't find anything I liked.
What kind of style barn was it? Is it a high stall? Or is it like a freestall barn?
Yeah, it's got the high stall stanchions, basically. There's like 60 of them. I think like decorating the farms and placing the buildings and stuff, I do a lot better job in game than Google Earth, or not Google Earth, Giants Editor. It just seems things are spaced a little off when I go in game.
It is
Haven't quite got that
definitely.
dialed in.
Yeah, it's definitely something you gotta mess with. There's been anytime I place buildings, like I'll go in, place it, go into the map, and I'm like, all right, that needs to be moved just this little bit here and this little bit there, and then I'll go back in several times before I'm satisfied. But there's a lot of things like that where it doesn't look the same as it does in the game.
Right.
But but I'd agree with you. It's definitely, I find it easier to place things in game than in the editor.
Which you can do, and then just take the XML and out of the save, and then place the XML into the
Yeah, we were doing that a little bit.
game. But then you got to convert the mod to a placeable. Takes a little
Yeah.
bit. But then the good side of that is then all buildings are sellable. Problem I had is when now you get to decorations, it's like, well, now are you gonna really take time for like a mailbox and a bucket and a chair, and takes the same amount of time to cut and paste those as it does the shed.
Our dog is way over by the church. Schoolhouse.
Running away again.
He said we're never there.
Oh, Fender's going live.
Oh God. I'll make you learn how to use the raid tool here and you're done. We'll raid them.
I'm not at my computer anymore. I'm in the recliner. Playing on the 55-inch TV.
Ooh. Old man glasses on, so you don't have to look so hard.
I don't know if I could play looking at a TV. I don't know if I'd be able to focus on just one spot.
A little different at first, but I got used to it. I like it.
I know a lot of people play that way. I don't know if I could do it.
Different. It's different right away. But the only thing I miss now is like, so if I used to be able like, I go watching stream right now on my cell phone because the computer's, I don't have the setup close enough that I can't be on my computer screen, my other computer screens with the keyboard while I'm sitting over here.
Sir Andreas gets me every single time with the time.
Yep.
I've been
I
sitting
was
here
gonna
like,
make a comment when I
man,
came in. I was just like, he just.
I don't like
I was
playing
like,
in the
how is
dark.
it not? I was like, how is it not dark yet? It's been like this forever. And then I looked at the time.
I don't like playing in the dark.
I don't like playing in the dark either.
You just gotta sleep through the night.
Right. Probably can now. I don't know if these contracts will go away or not. So
They won't go away as long as they're active. The other ones, who knows? I doubt it. They'll probably stay up for like the whole month. Because how many days are we set on? 4?
or
Yeah, we got plenty of time, especially at this speed.
well, I'll bump it back up after I get off. Kind of admin privilege, I guess.
Bender's back on Alma. He's still not doing Elm Creek.
He's hopping all over the place.
I told you he's losing Elm Creek. I was
He
rooting
already
for him.
restarted once, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I don't know why he restarted. I thought he was pretty good setup.
He didn't like it for some reason.
Yeah. Which is a big thing. You're not into it, you're not gonna play it.
I want to move my farm on there, but I'm gonna leave my house in that spot. But I want to move my main farm. But I don't.
Where are you
have
gonna put the main
that.
farm?
Literally in the field behind the house. You know where like that little like trailer and the silo are.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
train
yeah.
tracks behind that, like as wide as that property is with the trailer, I'm gonna paint all that in and put down a little. I don't know if you saw in the group chat. I shared that little silo complex. Anyway, that's like the closest.
Might have missed it.
It's like the closest grain bin complex I can find on console that's not like insanely huge. Because I feel like there's already so many large like grain bins on all the selling complexes around the map.
Yeah.
So it's like I want a complex that I can drive in and
Almost caught up to you guys. News doing double duty. Now he's gonna have to switch back and forth between the two. I'm about done anyway. It's about bedtime. Start my day off at 5:30. This is trip number 3. So far, 14 times 3 is 48, 46, 48, 42. That's bad. Texting and driving. How did I leave voice? Okay, now I'm back.
I was wondering if you knew you had left.
Nope, I thought it was quiet.
Are you going on a cussing streak or something?
No. Might though.
What?
Might have to go on a cussing streak.
Got too many farmers.
Right?
Farmer Brown.
Mm-hmm. I'll work on these settings.
I wish I had been able to play Stone Valley. I might have done and owned the map on that instead of giving Alma a try. I feel like I vibed with that map a lot more than Alma, even though it's more flat than Alma is.
Stone Valley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
something about it I like.
great map.
I couldn't play it though. With that like new update that he did.
All right, fellas, we're gonna call it a night. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Go check out Blender here. We'll give Blender a raid.
NGFS's corn does a different texture than base game corn
Alright,
when
guys.
it's cut. Like when
Enjoy
harvested.
Blender. He is working on his
Yeah.
map.
It does?
I think he's got different textures in there.
And,
It doesn't. It's not like noticeably different. Not to
you
me
guys
anyway.
next
Compared to like
time.
what was it A&Ws?
Have a good night.
I have to go back and load Elm Creek because I've been on almost so long.